Bang! Neves Knives, I'm Jared, and today's video is about some knives that are available right now, some of which you might not know that are. Some of them you will, though. But this is the Reate EXO, and everybody's always screaming every time I pull it out in a video that they can't get one, they always miss out. Well, they're linked down in the description right now. You can get one. There's multiple different versions. As far as the timing of me posting this, they are available. So definitely get on it quick. It is the Reate Exoskeleton Gravity Knife, and it's been in multiple videos because it is really awesome. It's definitely unique. It's titanium. It's got a titanium body. You guys probably already know this, but it's got a titanium body. This one has the burlap micarta, and it's extremely smooth, very fidgety, nice and fun. This one is the double-edged spear point blade, which you know, if you're talking about legality issues, this one would probably be the most illegal, because if you can carry a gravity knife, you got to make sure that you can carry a double-edged blade as well. This one's in LMAX. The ones that are available right now are in 3V steel. Next, TRMs. Right now, you can get the TRM Neutron, the TRM Atom, and the TRM Nerd. The Holy Nerd in titanium. Under $400. That's insane. USA made titanium and really, really good knives. I have two. So I wound up picking up Kara, the Holy Nerd, which is, you know, it's a small knife, like Civivi baby banter size. And so we wound up picking up one. But yeah, if you didn't know, right now TRM has some titanium liner lock knives. So the scales are titanium and the liner lock. It's full titanium. They do a really good job on their heat treatment. This is the TRM Shadow. They do not have any shadows in stock right now. Man, I love this knife. I would love to get one of these in titanium. I almost bought two. I almost bought because this one is the Atom, so I almost bought the Neutron, and then we'd have all three. But, you know, it's a lot of money to buy two at once, so it is what it is. You know, Kara needs a TRM, so we're going to get that one for her. I already have two, but yeah, I will, I'm not affiliated in any way, but I'll link TRM down in the description for you guys. They're such a good company. Next is the Cold Steel Engage. This might not come to a surprise, but maybe it does. They do have these available right now, linked down in the description. The S35VN version is, man, I can't remember the price, like $170 or something like that. I can't, don't quote me, but it's around that price. But they do have a more budget-friendly option that's a little bit smaller. So if this is a little bit too big and beefy for you, they do have a small version for like $62, $60-something. So you get a little bit more of a more affordable one. This one is a clip point blade, G10 scales, and it's using their, what do they call it? The Atlas lock? Let me make sure. Yes, the Atlas lock, which is very similar to a shark lock. So that's kind of the beauty of this, is you wind up getting, you know, somewhat the strength of a triad lock in a more fidgety form that's a little bit more easier to use one-handed. Not that the triad lock you can't use one-handed, but this just makes it a little bit, you know, a little different, you know, and it works good. It does work good. I do have a full review on this, so if you want to check that out, you can go and check that out. Next, the Giant Mouse Corta. So the reason why I put this one on the list, not that it's a huge surprise or anything, but this is a Reate made Giant Mouse. So hear me out. Under $200, Reate made Giant Mouse with the M390 steel. So it's a Giant Mouse with M390 that's pretty decent. Reate does a good job with their M390, especially compared to a lot of companies out there. So, and as we know, a lot of the Italian companies, they don't do that great of a job. Now, I don't mind their LMAX, Giant Mouse's LMAX, but their M390 is just super soft. So This gives it to you in, it's a little bit better, and it's under $200. You get the really nice, good quality Giant Mouse micarta. I love their micarta. Here's you can see it doesn't age or patina like crazy. You see, this is basically the same micarta. This one's just been handled a lot more, but you can see like it doesn't absorb the oils like some micartas do, and some people like kind of like this to leave. This is gonna turn very, very dark over time. Like, I've only had it one day, and you can already see it changing. So this I've had for a very long time, and you can see it's hardly changed. So it gives you the opportunity to have really good quality micarta that does not patina like crazy. Insane action. This is so snappy. They did such a good job with this. Yeah, they knocked this out of the park. I do think they did a phenomenal job with it. Ergonomics are pretty good with it. It is a smaller knife. Good access to the liner. Very smooth on the drop. Super solid, lock up and action. Yeah, that detent, man. Super snappy. And a little bit more of a budget-friendly option, the Civivi Bannerite. So this is one that I think Civivi did a good job on. Yeah, I have little minor complaints. I kind of wish I would have put this in a Deadliest Knives of the Year video, because, the more I handle it, the more I can't help but think like, man, this is a pretty decent. It's a decent. I'm not saying it's the best or anything like that, but it's pretty decent. It's got the neutral ergos. It's got the size of the handle's really good. You can get it in your palm like really nicely and cap it. You do have a small flipper tab, so you're not going to have to worry about it, in the pocket if that's something that bothers you. It never really bothers me, but some people don't like big flipper tabs. So it has a small flipper tab that works great, and a spear point blade with good geometry. So, but regardless of that, like, it's a great EDC knife. It's going to be very neutral and ergo, so whether you're doing utility cuts, slicing, cutting straps, whatever direction you want to cut, it's going to cut really good in. And it's somewhat of a gent knife at the same time, and that's what I think it's cool about it, is that it's kind of like the best of all the worlds packed into one, lightweight EDC knife. It is a bolster lock with steel frame lock, so it's relatively affordable. It's under $100 for this version, but it's close to it. It's like $90 or $95, $93, something like that. Anyways, it does have the Nitro V steel, which I love their Nitro V. I think they do a really good job with it. Super tough steel, holds a good edge, takes an incredibly sharp edge, very responsive to stropping. They do have multiple different versions. This one's the micarta option, but yeah, reversible deep carry clip. And it does have internal stop pins, so it's a pretty solid knife. So, and being a bolster lock, when you're squeezing it, you're making the lock even stronger. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, let's get to the next one. So the last ones, we're just gonna shoot out some knives really quickly. I could not find my wee beacon in the last few videos I was trying to do. I was trying to find it. Finally, I did find it. So the wee beacon. Now, I can link these down in the description. I'll do multiple different links, but this is definitely one that I'm very happy I got. I talked about the subjugator in my most carried video and like my top knives of the year, and I talked about this, but I didn't get to show it. But this is the beacon, and I honestly think that I would probably put this one a little bit above the subjugator, but it's hard because they're neck and neck. Next, the wee SAAKSHI. This is like $160 for titanium liners, titanium clip hardware. I think it's titanium hardware, and 20 CV steel. So and it's super fidgety. It's really, really, really good. It's kind of like getting somewhat of a premium stinger. But anyways, I think the value's pretty decent with this one from them. And then the wee ESPRIT. The only reason why I'm putting this on here is because, when it first came out, it was pretty hot. It came out earlier in the year, and it is a Ray Laconico design, 20 CV, and orange peel titanium. So if you want a titanium knife, but you don't like how titanium can get scratches and stuff like that, you might want to look at orange peel, because this orange peel is not susceptible to scratches. Like, I had another one that I took a knife to, and I scratched the heck out of it just to show that it really doesn't scratch that much. So it's something you can be a little bit tougher on without the fear of it getting all scratched up and everything. Now the blade, it's another story. It is a satin blade, so you might, that could get scratches, but it's very comfortable in the hand, very fidgety, somewhat of a lighter detent because it has a front, as I'm messing it all up, somewhat of a lighter detent with the front flipper, but the front flipper works great. And like I said, the ergos are really good. It's such a good blade shape. This is such a versatile knife. And that's why I do personally like it quite a bit. So just 3 WE knives. Now, if I had to choose between one of these, if I had the money, I would pick the Beacon. However, if I was tight on the cash and didn't, and it was a struggle, I would just go for the SAAKSHI, because you're going to save quite a bit of money getting the SAAKSHI. Because only like 100, there's 3 or 4 different versions of this, so depending on which one you get. But this version right here is very affordable. So anyways, there you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.